from that, let's go into some of the things we actually know. So we know this is going to be a historical logistics challenge with mass distribution. The supply chain interruptions could be significant. It's going to take a lot to get these vaccines distributed across the country and across the world. So we've seen the military is going to take a big play in this, and this is what they do. This is a very logistical operation as far as getting this stuff out. The cold chain storage requirements, very significant role here. There's not a lot of them out there. People are buying them now. Dry ice is something we hear about every day, and will be something we hear about for quite some time. But with that needs to be some proper monitoring and reporting of temperature changes. So you can imagine, very difference in temperature, any range could alter the performance of the vaccine. It could make it not work as well as it's been designed to work. So it's going to be a lot of work to make sure that these temperature changes are reported accurately. Are they being monitored electronically? Are they being monitored by someone who's doing hourly checks on temperatures or more frequently? Hopefully we're getting into a digital age, so we're monitoring these through technology, and we're reporting them the same way. So Pfizer and Moderna are waiting FDA approval for the vaccine. We've seen that, hoping it's coming within the next several days. We know that they're lining up the ability to push this vaccine out in large scale across the country. We also know that Pfizer and Moderna are both going to be a series of 2 shots. From what we're seeing and hearing, Pfizer will be 21 days apart, where Moderna will be 28 days apart. And then there's a challenge within that too, to make sure that the person who got the Pfizer vaccine on the first round gets it on the second round, and it's not being mixed back and forth. So again, a few more challenges for there. Many states are taking a phased approach to how this vaccination is going to be distributed. So in phase 1, we're looking at healthcare workers, long-term care facilities, first responders. States are going differently across the country. Some are sticking with the same plan of what you see on the page here. Others are incorporating some other at-risk communities into the phase 1. Ultimately, it's about how many doses you'll have available to you and what you can actually accomplish during that phase 1 approach. And then finally, when we're looking at what we know here, there's a lot of political views that may influence the participation rates. I was reading a survey the other day that said several months ago the participation rate on some polls was about 78 to 80% would participate. It's now down under 50% or hovering right around 50%. And there's a lot of viewpoints in social media influencing and things of that nature that are going into whether people will trust it, whether people will take it. So that leaves you, the government officials, in a very situation that you have to resolve. The rumor control aspects to getting the citizens to participate is really going to fall on you and how you handle the rumor control. The first round of doses will go out and people will talk about adverse reactions. People will talk about, things that may or may not have happened to them. They may be true, they may be false. You're going to have to make that decision on how you control that and how that rumor control department will be used within your emergency operations.